when you go through these experiences, it might feel like you're going through hell and you don't know why you're going through hell. But I believe that the message to me was God was like, I'm not punishing you, Dave. I'm training you. Now try that for a reframe. I'm like,
Yeah, for
okay,
sure.
I'm listening because I thought he was punishing me for something because I wasn't healing. He goes, I'm training you because the people that are going to come to you in the future are going to be from down here, from the pit. They'll be at the highest highs, which you've achieved, and they'll be at the lowest lows, which you're in now for 3 years. So when they talk about having a panic attack or anxiety or depression or hopelessness or fear or doubt, I never had that before. I was just like a rocket ship to the NHL. I was fearless. But after living it, I can look at a business owner and say, I get it, brother. I get it. I've been there. I completely know where you are because I lived through that. And that instant vulnerability and credibility, because I share my story all the time. And it's, at first I was terrified. When I talk about the near death experience I had where I met with God and stuff, I almost didn't put it in the book because I was so afraid of the judgment that I was going to get and people were going to think I'm crazy and stuff. And God's like, no, that's part of the reason why you're going back to share this message with the world. And I'm like, okay. So I put it in there. It has been nothing but amazing feedback. And other people going, I'm so happy you share that. I went through the same thing. Thank you. You saved my life. Thank you. You pulled me out of the pit. Thank you. You understand me. And when they see that I'm a real person and I'm not this guy up here, this perfect athlete or business guy or whatever, they're like, okay, this guy, I'll mess with this guy. I'll mess with this guy. This guy's got the same vibe as me. It's just, we all go through stuff. If you ever hire a coach, guys, and they act like they're perfect and they don't have anything wrong in their lives, you should fire them because they're not, they're not, they're not doing it. They're not being real with you. I love a coach who goes, listen, this just happened. My Facebook account got hacked. Okay. Our revenue dropped significantly, as you can imagine. So what I did for this, I'm like, how am I going to make this thing jump? So I went through my list. And I have a small list. It was like 18,000 or something. And I started to go. I Googled the top 20 topics people are looking for help with. Okay. And anything that was related to me or my life or my story or my experience that I was excellent at, I would highlight. And then I wrote a webinar, just like a training I called it Power Hour. And I wrote a Power Hour on each one. And I said, I'm going to do, I think it was 10 or 20 of these in a row, 20 days in a row. And I would invite people to have strategy sessions with me, no charge. So it's all free. So all these people started coming in. And like, I get through like 4 or 5 days and I have so many strategy sessions booked that I want to take them because I don't want to lose the buzz, you know? So I take all these calls and all of a sudden I'm just signing clients like nonstop. I had no funnel. It was like literally free training to strategy session to, oh yeah. And I changed my pricing. So, you know, I was normally $36,000. I had no other option. I, I reduced the $36,000 down to $15,000 and I made my $80,000 package, which I've only ever sold a couple of those, down to a $36,000 package. So I had a 15 and a 36 option. And like people were just going crazy, gobbling up the 15. They just, everybody took it. And it would be $1,500 a month or 15,000 paid in full. So it's either 18 or 15 really. And like I think it was like, I don't know how many, 12 or 14 people just gobbled that up. And all of a sudden I was like, 100 grand. And I'm like, holy smokes, that was easy. You know what
Yeah. Quick clarification question. How are you getting that word out there about those problems that you were trying to solve? Was it like YouTube videos or like
I mean?
how
Oh,
are
so
you doing
listen,
it?
I just started my YouTube channel. It's actually starting to go really well. I've got a couple of Instagram things going viral too right now.
Nice.
But that wasn't how I did it. I literally would go on my Facebook and I'd say, hey, you want to learn leadership for parenting? Because that was one of the things that popped up. I'm doing a free training tomorrow at noon or at 4 o'clock. And if you want to watch a replay, just leave me your email. Okay. And then I would film it and it'd be live and I'd have like not a lot of people, like 20, 30 people or whatever. And I'm like, listen, does this resonate with any of you guys? You guys want more help with this? Because if I can do this in an hour, imagine what I could do in a year. Right. People are like, yeah, I'll take a call. I jump on the call. I'm like, hey, how can I help you? And if they couldn't do the 15,000, I'd put them in a $250 group coaching. So I downsell them down to the group coaching, and they're like, "Oh, that's 250 a month. Yeah, that's great." So then, like, I could kind of fit in who almost sell something every single call, right? Um, so yeah, I would do that, and I'd say, "Hey, if you like this, I'm going live again tomorrow, and I'm teaching on bulletproof mindset." Was one of them. Okay, how do you create a bulletproof mindset? So then, if you have any friends or family that you think might want to do it, share this link with them. So then they'd share it because I killed it, right? I'm really good on camera. I'm really good at. I know how to coach. Actually, like, this is a platinum goal setting masterclass I just taught. We did not huge numbers, but probably like, I think around 10,000 on that one. And it's like I charged $500 for, it was like a 2-day thing. But like, I'm helping current clients and stuff who don't
Yeah.
really want to invest 36,000, but they're happy to jump on that. And literally, I had a girl who did this exact thing with me. She wrote goals. She came on my free challenge, could not do anything. She's a mom of 3, ran away from an abusive family, abusive husband. She's trying to support her family, couldn't get anything done. The most she's ever made is like $40,000 a year. She just had a $25,000 month on January. She's almost quadrupled her income, and she's hired me as a one-on-one coach. And she came in flat broke. She literally sent me a picture of her buying registration tags for her car because she's driving around with no registered plates for the last who knows how long. She's lost 50 pounds. She's come to 2 of my mastermind retreats and just had absolutely like life-changing results. And she's my biggest raving fan. Her daughters are now jogging with her every morning. They have this family thing going on. She's a leader at her church. She's introducing her business, which does advising and stuff like that for finances, which is really ironic and funny. But now she's a leader in her church. Her life has completely changed, and she came in from a free thing. She did all my free things for 2 or 3 years, and I started to implement them, and was able to go into the group coaching, and then upgrade to the. She went through one of these, and then she came to the house twice, and then she bought the one-on-one coaching. So it's so beautiful to see that, because that was somebody who I never thought would buy anything because she was really struggling. You know what I mean? So that's the stuff that I love.
If you want to save time on watching all the episodes, but still get all the gold nuggets that we find from interviewing these 7, 8, and 9-figure entrepreneurs, then you can get all of that inside of the 2 Comma Club newsletter. Just go to 2ccnewsletter.com and subscribe.